I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Cougars. This is the last week of Quarter 1. Today is Monday, October 9th. Welcome to SCTV News. I'm Cameron Perkins.
And I'm Angeli Johnston. Quarter 1 ends and report cards are due this Friday. Students, you only have 5 days to get the grade you want for Quarter 1. Don't forget, Friday is a minimum day and we don't have school on Monday.
And speaking of grades, you'll need to keep your grades up to play a sport in the upcoming winter season or in the spring. Reporter Kenny Delgadillo and photographer Taylor Thomas have the details on athletic eligibility.
League championships, CAF titles, that all can be accomplished with meeting a grade requirement called athletic eligibility.
Athletic eligibility is a 2.0 and no U's on every grade report that a student gets.
If students don't meet the requirements, they will be ineligible to play the preferred sport for 4 to 5 weeks.
It's really important that you stress the student part of that and the athlete second. Student athletes are going to be out on the field and able to play because they're eligible. If you fall below that 2.0, you really need to make sure that you're focusing on your grades, because without those grades in 4 years, chances are you're not going to be playing a sport ever again, but you are going to be going off to college. And to do that, you need the grades for it. So it's really important that all student athletes focus on that student part first.
For SCTV News, I'm Kenny Delgadillo.
This Wednesday will be different than normal. We have a minimum day and we do not have a late start. The Block 1 bell will ring at 7:30 a.m. This schedule change is to accommodate the PSAT test.
Steele Canyon is preparing for a visit from WASC, the Western Association of Schools and Colleges. To help get students ready, we're bringing you explanations of our school-wide learning results, or ESLERs. We've made it to number 4. Students should be technologically proficient.
Students at Steele Canyon use Google Classroom to access classroom materials, to make sure that they are following the curriculum with the class. They use Remind to message the teacher. If they have an issue, that they have a question, they can contact the teacher at any time. Students use blogs to communicate and share what they've learned in the class. They use chats with foreign countries, like I know the French Club is chatting with other people in France and have little pen pals. They use Google Slides for presentations in geography. So there's a lot of different ways students use technology in the classroom.
Hungry students can get some food and help a club here on campus. Here's why you should consider eating at Panda Express this Friday.
So you can ask one of our Science Olympiad members to come get a flyer, or you can come in D207 in the AP Biology room to get a flyer. This fundraiser is to raise money for our events in Science Olympiad to go compete with other high schools and for the class.
Cool. Please come support us.
Last Friday, our varsity football team took on the number 3 team in the county, but came up short against Helix. Here's a recap.
Well, we made some mistakes, and that was something that we wanted to avoid. Not having Fish able to play hurt quite a bit. He's a pretty integral part of our team. But you kind of get what you expect of them. I knew what they had. It was just going to be a matter of how we played. And we made some mistakes. We had a couple turnovers, and then they had a couple punt returns for touchdowns. And they're really fast. Those guys are fast. So we couldn't quite catch them. From a standpoint of playing the big dogs in the county, I mean, we've played 2 of the top 3. And we won't see any of those guys for the rest of the season, all the way through the playoffs. There's nobody like what we saw on Friday night that we'll see. So that's something to look forward to. I mean, I do enjoy playing the really good teams. I think it's fun. I think it's a challenge. West Hills will be a challenge this week. They're 5-1. They just came off of a pretty good win off of Valhalla. So they scheduled us for homecoming. So that's kind of a little extra motivation for us.
Students interested in a fast-paced sport should report to room D204 at lunch today for a meeting of lacrosse club. They meet every Monday.
Girls Golf has a match play tournament today at the Mission Trails Golf Course at 2:15. Taylor Thomas and Jessica Venser are going to be representing our school.
That's all the news we have for you today. Have a great Monday.
Rah, rah, Cougars.
Cougar Pride.
Get some.